The James Webb Space Telescope launched into space on December 25, 2021. This was a collaboration between the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, and NASA. Discussions of this telescope began in the 1980s, after the building of the Hubble telescope. The success of the Hubble telescope pushed the scientific community to develop an even larger telescope that could be used for a wide variety of purposes. The telescope was named after James E. Webb, who was the administrator of NASA from 1961 to 1968. James Webb was appointed by John F. Kennedy and was instrumental in building NASA into a legitimate space organization, ultimately leading to the Apollo moon landing missions. Development for the telescope began shortly after Hubble successfully launched, with an estimated budget then of $4.5 billion. The lifetime total spent on the James Webb Telescope is an astounding $9.7 billion. Most of the budget was received from the United States, with the European Space Agency contributing €700 million, and the Canadian Space Agency contributing $200 million. Throughout the long history of the James Webb Telescope, there have been many major delays. The initial launch date was estimated to be in 2011. Because of the large scale of the telescope, there has been an extensive review process for the project, with review boards going over every aspect of the function and design of the telescope. Construction began in 2004, being completed in 2016. The completion of construction then led to a phase of extensive testing before launch. The Webb telescope surpassed the Hubble as the largest space telescope ever built. The telescope is 20 meters by 14 meters large compared to the Hubble, which is 13 meters by 4 meters. One of the primary goals of the James Webb Space Telescope is to observe light from the first stars and galaxies in the universe. This is light that is 13.7 billion years old and will give us insight into the creation of the universe. The telescope also features the most advanced infrared instruments that will help pick up light that can show if planets have water. The telescope is so powerful, it could identify a single penny from 24 miles away. Another difference between the Webb telescope and the Hubble is the distance each is traveling from Earth. The Hubble orbits Earth 340 miles away, while the Webb telescope is nearly 1 million miles from Earth, and will actually orbit the Sun. The James Webb Telescope works by detecting infrared light, which is a light on the spectrum that the human eye cannot see. It will detect infrared radiation to study the light from stars, galaxies, and planets in our universe. It focuses the light onto its massive 18-section primary mirror. The mirror on the telescope is the largest to ever go into space, at an incredible 21 feet across. On December 25, 2021, after decades of designing, planning, construction and delays, the James Webb Space Telescope was finally launched into orbit from Mariana Space Complex located in French Guiana. The James Webb Space Telescope successfully launched and unfolded itself in one of the most intricate launches by man to date. The telescope has an estimated 20-year lifespan and will provide the Earth with valuable information on the cosmos.